welcome to Bedtime Yoga. Get nice and comfy, roll out your mat, get into a comfortable cross-legged position. We're just going to do a nice, slow, easy practice to ease out of our day. So let's begin here by rubbing our hands together, creating lots of friction, lots of warmth between the palms of your hands. And when your hands are nice and warm, let's bring them to the back of our necks and let's just begin pressing and releasing, giving yourself a nice little massage, finding points of tension and working your fingers into those points, undoing, getting rid of all those little knots that we find. And you can allow your eyes to close, your breath to deepen, sitting up nice and tall. Getting rid of all of the stress that we've built up throughout the day, all of that tension. And with every beautiful touch that you give yourself, just allow it to slowly melt away, pressing and releasing, pressing and releasing. Unclenching your jaw, relaxing your cheeks, your lips, your eyes, and forehead. Good, and let's shake the hands out here. And let's bring our right hand to our left shoulder and continue to press and release. And if you'd like to, you can take your thumb and bring it all the way up to the side of your neck, right where your ear and your jawline meet. And just make some small circles with your thumb down the side of your neck, massaging out through your lymph nodes. And when you reach your collarbone, go back up right underneath the ear, where the ear meets the jaw, and make those circles again in a downward motion. And if you'd like to repeat it one more time, we're stimulating our immune system. Good, and then you can work your fingers maybe across the shoulder, staying inward here and doing whatever feels good, whatever feels right to you in this moment, working your way down your arm. Good, and then shake those fingers out. And let's do the same thing on the other side, bringing your left hand to your right shoulder. And if you'd like to begin with those circles on the side of your neck, massaging through the lymph nodes, working your way all the way up from your ear down to your clavicle. And then starting right back up, right underneath the ear again. Reminding yourself to just let go, unclenching your jaw, relaxing all those muscles around your eyes and forehead. And maybe working your way across your shoulder, pressing and releasing. Giving yourself a nice soothing, relaxing massage. And down your arm if that feels good to you. Good, and shake this hand out. Let's shake our legs out in front of us now. Let your arms just be relaxed behind you. And separate your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart, flexing those feet. And we're gonna rotate the hips in circles. So we're rotating out, trying to touch our pinky toes on the outside, and then pointing our toes, rotating our hips in, trying to touch your big toes on the inside, making big hip circles in one direction. Inhaling as you flex and rotate out. Exhale as you point and rotate in. And making sure you're moving all the way up from the ball and socket joint at your hips. Just warming up those hips, warming up those ankles, really exaggerating, flexing as you rotate out, or exaggerate, pointing as you rotate in. Good, and let's reverse the direction of the circle. So now flexing your feet on the way in, pointing your toes on the way out. Think about really flexing, really pointing, shining a light through the heels as you flex, shining a light through your toes as you point. Let's just do one more of these rotations, Flexing on your way in, pointing on your way out. Good, and then shake your legs out in front of you. And let's easily swivel here onto our hands and knees. And let's begin here with our dancing lion. Big hip circles in one direction. Exhaling as you draw your hips back. Inhaling as you draw your hips forward. And just noticing what you're feeling as you move around and around in these circles. We carry a lot of stress, a lot of tension and emotion in our hips, our largest joints. So just notice what comes to the surface here. Allow it to release freely. Remembering to unclench your jaw, relaxing your cheeks, your lips, the muscles around your eyes and forehead. Good, and let's reverse the direction of these circles, really exaggerating them, thinking about coming forward like an upward facing dog, coming back like a child's pose, but not forcing any of these positions, just allowing yourself to work gently through them. And you can feel free to stop and work into any part of this pose that you'd like. Usually I like stopping somewhere around the back corners, really getting into some stretching through the backs of my hips, through the groin, through the hamstrings. Beautiful, and let that motion come to a stop. And from here, we're gonna line up the wrists right underneath the elbows and the knees underneath the hips. And let's do some cat-cows. So tucking the toes under, drop the belly down towards the mat, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, open the heart, inhale. And exhale, untuck the toes, pull your belly button up towards your spine, round your upper back, exhale. And again, drop your belly, lift your heart, nice deep inhale. Exhale, squeeze your belly button towards your spine, round your back, exhale. Let's do it again. Drop your belly, lift your heart. Inhale. And exhale. One last time. Drop your belly, lift your heart. Inhale. And exhale. Squeeze your belly button towards your spine, round your back. Come into a neutral position with your back here. And as you inhale, let's just reach our right arm all the way out and up. Good. Exhale, lower that arm all the way back down. Inhale, reach your left arm all the way out and up. Exhale, lower it back down. Again, inhale, reach that arm all the way up. Exhale, back down. And the left arm, inhale, reach it up. And exhale, lower it back down. Now take your right arm, reach it all the way out and up. And as you exhale, bring your right arm underneath your left like you're threading a needle and come all the way down onto your right shoulder and the right side of your head. Make sure your left elbow is bent up towards the ceiling at 90 degrees. Press into that left hand, using that as leverage to rotate your shoulders open towards the ceiling. And this pose is all about the breath. So see if you can become aware of your diaphragm. Moving down as you inhale and your lungs filling up with fresh oxygen. And as you exhale, squeeze your belly button back towards your spine. Notice your diaphragm compressing your lungs as you release every last drop of carbon dioxide from your lungs. Let's take one more deep breath here. Beautiful. Pressing into that left hand. Unwind. Inhale as you reach your right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you lower that hand all the way back down. Inhale, reach your left arm up. And as you exhale, thread the needle to the other side. Moving that left arm underneath your right, bringing your left shoulder and cheek all the way down towards the ground. Making sure here that there's no pressure on your neck. Everything is totally relaxed. All of the weight should be on your shoulder and the side of your head. Keep pressing into that right hand and rotating your shoulders open towards the ceiling. Deep, long breaths filling up your lungs, moving in and out through your nostrils. Let's take one more deep breath. Beautiful, and pressing into your right hand. Let's unwind, reaching our arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, lower that hand. Beautiful. Let's bring ourselves up into a child's pose. Bringing your knees nice and wide, toes together. Sit your hips back onto your heels. Reach your arms forward, bringing your forehead to the mat. How much can you elongate the sides of your body, reaching your arms nice and long? How deep can you make your breath, filling up your lower back with fresh oxygen with every inhale, sinking your hips back onto your heels even more with every exhale. If it feels good, you can rock your forehead side to side on the mat, massaging out your frontal sinuses. And let's go ahead and walk our hands all the way off the right side of the mat and then sink back into the posture, stretching out the whole left side of your body. And walk your hands back through center and all the way over onto the other side, all the way off the left side of your mat, stretching out the whole right side of the body. And go ahead and walk your hands back into the center. Let's take 3 more deep breaths right here in the center. And go ahead and walk your hands all the way up until you're in a seated position here. Very nice. From here, we're going to bring our knees together and we're going to tuck our toes under. And I want you to actually use your hands to help guide your toes forward. The last 2 toes tend to want to not come forward. So really grab onto that pinky toe and ring toe and make sure that they're pressing towards the front of your mat. From here, we're coming into a toe ball stretch. So sit your hips back onto your heels as much as you possibly can and feel that beautiful stretch right into the toe ball mound. You can rest your right palm on top of your left in your hands. Allow your eyes to close, roll your shoulders down your back. And this toe stretch can be really intense for some people, but it's a really wonderful stretch after we've spent maybe a lot of hours on our feet throughout the day. Getting into those deep, deep tendons in your toes. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here, filling up your lungs. 1 more deep breath. Beautiful. And then bring yourself forward onto your hands. Untuck your toes, and it feels quite good to tap them out nice and hard here. Don't be shy about tapping them out nice and hard. Perfect. Okay, from here, let's have a seat. Let's shake our legs out in front. And let's bring both feet over onto the left side of our body. So sitting kind of in a mermaid posture here. Catching onto the left ankle with your left hand. As you inhale, let's reach the right arm all the way out and up. And exhale, lower that arm all the way back down. 2 more. Inhale, reach your arm up. And exhale, lower that arm all the way back down. 1 more time. Inhale. This time, let's hold it as we exhale, staying right here. Pressing that right hip down. How much can you lift your torso up and out of your hips? How deeply can you breathe into the right side of your rib cage, stretching out your intercostals, the muscles between your ribs. And on your next inhale, stack your spine, reach those fingertips up towards the ceiling, turn your palm away from you, looking over your left shoulder, flex at your wrist, slowly as you can, lower that arm all the way down to the mat. Feeling a beautiful stretch all along the back of the arm. Very nice. From here, straighten out your top leg, your left leg, and you can decide here how much of an active pose you want to make this. Inhale, reach your left arm all the way up and over your ear, and just stretch right here. But if you want to come a little bit deeper, you can come up onto your right knee and press your hips forward, arching your back, lifting your chest, opening your heart. If you want even more from this pose, press your hips towards the front, arch your back, reach your fingertips behind you. Take 1 more deep breath. And as you exhale, let's round our upper back. Let's lower our hips all the way back down to the mat. Flex your left foot, and let's come into a forward bend over the left leg. Now, it doesn't matter where your hands are. They can find a nice restful place right next to you. On either side of your leg, you can walk your fingertips forward. You can reach for the toes if that's what you need today. Have a conversation with your body and just ask it what it needs in this moment, and then see if you can provide that. Allowing your upper back and shoulders to round. Dropping your chin deeply towards your chest. These forward bends are fantastic for promoting sleep. We're stimulating our parasympathetic nervous system, our rest and digest system. Let's take 1 more deep breath here, wherever you are. And gazing up towards your toes, inhale, reach your arms and trunk all the way up in one motion. As you exhale, let's bring our left hand to our right knee, our right hand behind us, sitting up nice and tall, coming into a gentle twist. Filling up your belly like a nice big balloon on the inhale. Squeezing your belly button towards your spine on the exhale. Inhale, filling up your belly. Exhale, wringing out your belly like a wet sponge. 1 more deep inhale. And exhale. Keeping your body right where it is, just unwind your neck, turning your gaze in the opposite direction. And allow your next inhale to reach your arms all the way out and up. Exhale, lower the arms. Beautiful. Shake those legs out in front. And let's do the same thing on the other side, bringing both feet over onto the right side of the body, catching onto the right ankle with the right hand. And as you inhale, let's reach the left arm all the way out and up. And exhale, lower that arm down. 2 more, just like this. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, we're gonna hold it up this time. Inhale. Stay right here as you exhale. Pressing that left hip down, extending and reaching the left fingertips nice and long. Spiraling your heart open towards the ceiling. Maybe gazing up and under that armpit if it feels comfortable for your neck. How deeply can you breathe into the left side of your rib cage? And on your next inhale, stack your spine, reach your fingertips straight up towards the ceiling, turn your palm away from you and flex at the wrist. As you look over your right shoulder, slowly allow that left arm to come all the way back down to the mat. Feel that beautiful stretch right behind the left arm. Good. When the fingertips touch, extend that top leg nice and long. And you get to decide here. Inhale, reach that arm up and over your ear. And if you'd like a little more power here, press onto that knee. Lift up the hips nice and high, opening your heart. If not, you can keep those hips on the ground as well. If you want a little bit more here, you could press your hips forward, arch your back, reach your fingertips towards the back of the room. Let's take one more deep breath here. And as you exhale, round your upper back, drop your hips back down towards the mat, and bringing your hands either on either side of your foot, or if it's available to you and you'd like to, reaching towards the toes, round your upper back and shoulders, drop your chin towards your chest. And forward bends are just as much of a back stretch as they are a hamstring stretch. So how deeply can you breathe into your entire back here? Let's take one more deep breath. And gazing up towards your toes, inhale, reach your arms and trunk all the way up in one breath. And as you exhale, let's take our right hand to our left knee, our left hand behind us, sitting up nice and tall. And as you exhale, squeeze your belly button towards your spine, coming into a twist. Filling up your belly like a big balloon on the inhale. Squeezing your belly button towards your spine on the exhale, wringing out your belly like a wet sponge. And keeping your body right where it is, just unwind your neck, turning your gaze in the opposite direction. And inhale, reach your arms all the way out and up. Exhale, lower those arms all the way down. Shake those legs out in front of you. And let's lay down now. So we're gonna come all the way over on our mats, making sure there's plenty of room behind us to lay back. Catching on behind your thighs as you inhale, lift your chest, open your heart. And as you exhale, slowly roll yourself all the way down to the mat, one vertebra at a time. And when you arrive, go ahead and hug your knees into your chest, hugging and rocking. And let's bring our right hand to our right kneecap, left hand to your left knee, and just make circles with your knees in opposite directions, giving a nice soothing massage to your lower back. And reverse the direction of the circles. . Letting that motion come to a stop. Bring your feet flat on the mat and widen them out so they're about mat distance apart. And you're just going to let your arms rest next to you with your elbows bent. Just allowing your chest to open here. Allow your shoulders to be heavy into the mat below you. And let's windshield wiper our knees. So as you inhale, stay right here. And as you exhale, go ahead and drop your knees over to one side, kind of creating a pinwheel with your legs. And inhale back to center. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale to center. Exhale over to the other side. Let's do a few more, going with your own pace and your own breath. Feeling a nice soothing massage on your lower back as you move through the position. One more on either side. And go ahead and hug and rock your knees back towards your chest. And let's come into our happy baby, sending your feet up towards the ceiling. Catch onto the outside edges of your feet. Draw your knees towards your armpits, bringing those elbows on the insides of your legs, and just gently rocking side to side here. Now getting a nice massage on the middle back, feeling those hips open. Unclenching the jaw, relaxing your cheeks, your lips, the muscles around your eyes and forehead. One more deep breath. And hug and rock your knees back towards your chest. We've come to the best part of our class, our relaxation. So at this point you have the choice of either pausing the video and climbing into your comfy, warm bed, or coming into Shavasana, bringing your feet nice and wide on the mat, allowing them to fall outward, allowing your palms to face upward. And let's begin here with a nice deep inhale, filling up your lungs, and sigh it out. Two more just like this. Inhale. One last time, inhaling. Allowing your body to become heavy into the mat below you. Completely surrendering and allowing waves of relaxation to wash over your entire being. And I want you to imagine that you're at the beach, and with every inhale, the tide rolls in, and with every exhale, the tide rolls back out. Just noticing and observing your beautiful breath like the waves of the ocean. And now I want you to imagine that you're laying peacefully on the ocean floor with a magical bubble of air surrounding your entire body, and it contains an endless supply of oxygen. And as you lay here peacefully on the ocean floor, just notice all of the beautiful things around you, the coral reefs, the beautiful, colorful reef fish, a sea turtle swimming by. And as you let go of your day, Notice if any thoughts bubble up, and just release them into a bubble of air and send them up to the surface of the water, knowing that they'll be there whenever you need them, that you can revisit them, but that any thoughts that come through your mind, worries, concerns, to-do lists, they can all wait just for this moment. Feeling a sense of serenity and calm washing over your entire being as you connect with the best version of yourself. Slowly, quietly beginning to return. Noticing the weight of your body and the mat below you. Noticing your breath as it enters and leaves your lungs like the waves of the ocean. Gently wiggling fingers and toes, bringing life back into your extremities. Stretching out your body spontaneously. Hugging and rocking your knees back towards your chest. Gently rocking over to your right side, staying in the fetal position for a few breaths. And using minimal effort to press into your hands and adopt a seated position. Bringing your hands to your heart center, let's chant Om one time, sealing our practice. The light and the spirit within me honors, respects, and loves the light and the spirit within you. Namaste.